Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore. Welcome to the final of the opening weekend fixtures. It's Leeds United, who were in the Championship last season, hosting Everton, who themselves are going to have a very exciting season with their new stadium this year as well. Welcome all to the stream. Hopefully you all going to enjoy. If you do, be sure to drop a like on the stream as well. Let's try to hit 20 likes, and also be sure to subscribe, completely free to do so, and join in the chat as well. Loads of football fans amongst us, and be sure to join in if you are new. Excited for this one though. Leeds United on their Premier League return. Of course, last few times they've come up, they've just gone straight back down, but this time under Daniel Fargo, who himself hasn't got a great Premier League record with Norwich, who he's previously been in the Premier League with. He's trying to change that around now with Leeds United, who have made some nice additions to the side over the summer, but so have Everton. Getting score predictions in the chat, we've got a few in already. Locker has gone with a 2-0 comfortable victory to Everton. That does seem like the favourable outcome, and Everton win this evening. Of course, just been in the Premier League for longer and more know-how, I guess. So, yeah, that's was a popular prediction. Jembo's gone Leeds 2-1. I will say, if Leeds get the first goal, I don't see Everton winning it. First goal in this one is massive. There's something about Leeds, though. I did predict 2-1 Everton, but there's something about this one thinking maybe Leeds get off to a good start. We saw, of course, Burnley lose 3-0, but then Sunderland win 3-0. So anything could happen for Leeds in this one, who won the league, of course, last season. Kieran, welcome in, mate. Up the toffees. Welcome in, Jembo, as well, mate. Hopefully you're well. 8 out of the 10 outfield players starting for Leeds played in the Championship last season. They did indeed. They've started Anton Stach as a new signing. Perry and Goodmanson are the other 3 to make up the 11. Biol as well is out suspended, but all of the players that Leeds have signed over the summer have all been over 6 foot, which tells you everything you need to know. They're prepared for to battle out in the last stages and just ride the storm. Kieran's gone Everton 3-0, big win that would be. Jembo says, I think Leeds will do good this season, like 15th. Wow, that would be very good indeed. That would be some finish if they finish 15th, my word. Welcome in, Honeygun, how are we doing? Hope we're all well tonight. Yeah, not bad, thank you. Been a very nice day today. Not been as warm as the previous days, which is a good thing because it's been unbearable. But no, back in the gym today. Come back about an hour ago, set the stream up. I'm ready for some Monday night football on, of course, Monday. Hopefully everyone else has had a great day. Let us know in the chat what you've been up to, and let's hope for a great game, a great stream, and a great chat to keep us all entertained if this one is a boring one. Leeds fans all up signs saying, Premier League, have you missed us? Maybe they have. Let's wait and see what they can deliver. For Everton, it's interesting. It could either be a 3 or 4 at the back because they haven't got a recognised left back starting, so we could see one of the centre mids drop into the left back position, either Garner or Irabuma. I can't never say his name. He was at Villa, wasn't he? Tim Irogbunum, I'm pretty sure is how you say it. Dewsbury Hall starts. He was fantastic at Luton, fantastic at Leicester. Didn't really get a chance at Chelsea, did he? But he's a fantastic footballer. Indai Alcaraz, Dewsbury Hall and Beto. That is some attack, I tell you what. It looks good. On the bench, of course, they've got some of the new signings. Jack Grealish on the bench and Thierry. What's his surname? Mine's gone blank. He'll come round in a second. That's the bonuses of having the lineups above me. I can't remember what his surname is now. He's right at the last as well. Chimitti's on the bench for them, of course. McNeil, who scored 10 goals last season, I believe it is. Forgot my facts right. Thierry Barry, of course it is. There we go. Leeds to finish 20th, says Kieran. Oh my word, that would be, that would be awful. I don't hate Leeds, but I think they'll finish last. Wow. Turns out it was just a light that had popped in the oven. So still cooked food. Hey, love that. Right then, the teams and officials are in the tunnel for this one. They're ready. We're ready. And hoping for a very nice game of football here this evening. my first time watching a live. I watch the videos, but not the lives. Oh, fair enough. Well, hopefully you're entertained and you enjoy, mate. Usually it's the Premier League. Can't get the words out. Usually it's the Championship and League One we do the watch-alongs for, but this year I want to give the Premier League a good go. If we get enough live viewers, we'll keep doing it. If not, we'll sack it off and we'll just do Champions League one as always. But you've got to try it to know, so that's what we're doing with yesterday's one and today's one. But hopefully you're going to enjoy, mate. Hopefully at half time we have a live quiz, so you'll love that, hopefully. And here we go then at Ellen Road. Leeds United, they've marched on back to the promised land, but they faced tough competition in the opening game of the new season as Everton, with an exciting year ahead with the new stadium and new beginnings. How will this one end on the Monday night? We've seen all the other 9 Premier League games played, and this one potentially the best till last. Leeds United fans, well, of course, last season they were loving life from start to finish. They ended up winning the league in dramatic fashion away to Plymouth on the final day, but they are ready now for another go in the Premier League with their side, where hopefully it's much better than the previous time they were in the top flight. As for Everton, of course, hopefully this season there'll be no worries of relegation battles. Hopefully they've moved up from that them times. Of course, for Leeds United then, let's run through the start 11 that Daniel Farke's picked. It's new goalkeeper Lucas Perry between the sticks, the Brazilian, while Jayden Bogle, Joe Rodon and Pascal Struijk are joined by new recruit Gabriel Goodmanson in a back 4 for Leeds United this evening. Of course, Rodon and Struijk were fantastic in the Championship last season, and Bogle, great pickup from Sheffield United. Into midfield, it's midfield 3 with captain Ampadu, with Tananka, who was there last season, and new recruit Anton Stach, who is highly rated, especially amongst the Leeds United fans. And up front, it's Nonto and Dan James supporting Joel Perreault. And Perreault has actually been linked with Swansea in the past 24 hours, but he's starting for Leeds. So, yeah, there's no chance we're going to get him now if he's starting in the Premier League. On the bench, the likes of Longstaff, Aronson, the Metcha, Ramzani, and the rest can be found above my head going around. For Everton and David Moyes, well, they've had a mixed pre-season. Of course, it's Jordan Pickford, the number 1 at the back, and it looks like it is a back 4, including James Garner at left back. I know he's versatile, but usually in midfield. We'll have to wait and see if he actually does play in midfield or if it is a free back. I suspect a free back. Tim Erbugan, it's going to be a laugh all evening this, trying to say his name. He's joined by Idrissa Gana Gueye. Further forward is Carlos Alcaraz, Iliman Ndiaye and Keenan Dewsbury Hall, all in support of a lone striker of Beto, who David Moyes has asked for more of in pre-season. On the bench, of course, the likes of Grealish, Chimetti, Thierry Small and McNeil feature. Let's find out how this one's going to go. I tell you what, I do like the luck of that midfield for Everton. Very exciting. Just call him Tim. Yeah, might have to, Kieran. Might have to. Tim. 2 hot takes this season is Leeds will finish 20th and Everton qualify for Europe. I backed Everton to have a really good season this year. Okay then, just before kick-off, both sides, as we've seen across the Premier League on the opening weekend, both line arm in arm with their teammates, and they're going to do a minute silence for Diego Jota and Andre Silva, the brothers who were taken too soon over the summer. If Everton get Douglas Luiz, I see them pushing even higher. Wow. I've not seen them being linked to it. I've seen Aston Villa being linked with a return for Douglas Luiz. What a player he is, by the way. Jembo, sorry, just enough to go. My dog has just pulled his bin. No worries, Jembo. Don't apologise, mate. Send my best wishes to the dog. No worries about that at all, mate. Yeah, so Irabugun is known as Tim because I'm not going to be consistent enough with that name this evening. And a minute's silence takes place. think we were quite late to it actually, but on the referee's whistle there, it has ended, and now the Premier League season for Leeds United and Everton is just seconds away from beginning. Let's turn the volume up just a little bit more so we don't miss anything important from the commentators as the game goes on. Alright, let's get the timer ready then for the first half. At Ellen Road, Premier League football's back for Leeds United. Will they be back with the same form as they left it in, or is there a new Leeds United in town? Kieran says the attack won't work this season for Leeds. Yeah, they've gone very brave in their recruitment this summer. They've basically left turn the fan down a little bit. Yeah, they've left recruitment to midfield and especially defence, which is where they did struggle last season in the Championship. You know, they scored loads of goals, which is why they went up. But defensively, yeah, especially Melia, he had to be replaced last year. It's a aggressive start for both sides here. Loads of tackles flying in. A Leeds player still down at the halfway line in Perot, but Everton on the ball. Out to the left hand side. And it is Garner at left back. Oh my word. Well, I was not expecting that. I was expecting to see a back three, but no. Garner, he is at left back. Throw in here for Leeds, and Bogle dispossessed but wins another throw in for his side. Leeds must do more business, I think. Yeah, I think you look at obviously the closest teams to compare Leeds to, as they've got promoted, are Burnley and Sunderland. It just makes sense for the comparison, of course. Burnley, for me, they've signed. I like the signings of Dubravka and Walker. I think they're sensational, but I don't think they've done enough going forward. You know, the likes of who have they signed up front from Chelsea? I know his name, I just can't think of it. Cannot think of it because they've signed Ugo Chukwu as well from them. He's been on a few loans. How have I forgotten his name? Someone will know in the chat. Let me know. But yeah, that's it for Burnley. And their top goal contributor from last season departed on a free. For Sunderland, they've brought in some really, really good faces. Xhaka, which is, yeah, he's a born winner. Leeds first attack of the game here. Nonto putting the pressure on O'Brien. And it goes out there for a goal kick deflecting back off Nonto. Broha, of course, Broha. Yes. Yeah, couldn't think of that name for the love of me. Michaelenko's underrated but injured for this. Yeah, I do like Michaelenko. What a player. One of the best fullbacks in the Prem, I'd have to say. He really is. I really do like him, especially going forward. Which, of course, these days, fullbacks, you have to be good at both sides of the game these days. But a head tennis in midfield, finally brought down by the white shirts of Leeds. Eo Tanaka trying to play it through to Dan James, but Garner doing well in the left back position at the moment, trying to release better on the left hand side, but he's want to throw in for his side. Broha will score less than 10 goals, says Locker. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's many goals in that Burnley side. I do think they could break the points record. I don't know if they're better than Southampton were last season. I don't know. It's just Scott Parker football, you know. They will give it a go, and there are some exciting players in that side. Everton, first attack for them. O'Brien to the byline, cross in is blocked, and now the offside flag goes up. That needs to be changed. I know they don't put the flag up until after the move's concluded, just in case they were wrong. But sometimes you can see they're clearly off, and they'll just let the players waste their energy and play on. It really annoys me when it's really obvious. Thoughts on Hull win yesterday? Was very surprised. Not with the Hull win, I predicted that one, but with the amount of goals in the game. You know, as soon as Hull scored, Oxford replied both times, and then wasn't enough time to reply from the winner from McBurney. But no, good signs for both sides actually. I've seen the clips of the stadium announcer. My word, he must have lost his voice by today. Here's Joe Rodon, Welsh international. Into midfield, Perot drops deep to receiver, now continues his run out to the left hand side with Goodmanson. Cuts it back, finds Nonto. Nonto drills the ball in and it's Perot! And it's the first save at Ellen Road this season. Joel Perot. Really nice play. Great ball in from Nonto. It did take a little deflection off Tarkowski's foot, but that suited Joel Perot, if anything, to get on the end of it. But Henderson, thinking of England now, Pickford was equal to that one. Too rusty today. Leeds corner, their first of the season. In it goes, it's a poor one, it's flipped onto the back post. And it's away by the blue shirts, but not clear. James will go again, and Pickford collects that time. McBurney cut to the ties yesterday. Yeah, I think McBurney's going to turn out a fantastic signing for Hull. Someone that they need. And that's the difference between being in the relegation scrap, I think, and being comfortable in mid-table. So 5.5 minutes played here at Ellen Road. And it's a good start for Leeds. They've had a shot, they've had a corner. Limited Everton to nothing so far. Good signs early on. At home, their home form this season is going to be very important to their survival. The fans at Ellen Road, yeah, they're one of the best in England, that's for sure. Yeah, Oxford are in trouble if they don't improve. Yeah, I look at Oxford, I think, of course, last season they did very well to survive, but there's goals in that side, I think. Bogle released to the byline, and it's just got away from him. Out for a Pickford goal kick. Relegation in the Championship is insanely hard to predict. It is. I mean, I'm not even confident that Sheffield Wednesday will go down now. I've seen some of their performances. They don't look that bad. It's just, of course, they've got a lot of youth in that squad now that they have to use. They're being forced to use. They probably will go down, but after the first 2 games, I'm looking at them thinking, you know what, they're okay actually. They're not as bad as people are actually thinking that they would have been. Yeah, Xhaka Biol in the stands for Leeds this evening. I agree. Let's see if trouble this year. Leeds on the ball. Bogle flying in, but in die. It's too much skill for the Leeds man. I really do like the strategy of Everton the last few years. Of course, in die played with Sheffield United in the Championship. Alcaraz was on the Bucks at Southampton, of course. Dewsbury Hall was with Leicester and really impressed. So I take it they've been taking a really close eye at the creative players in the Championship in the last few seasons, and keeping a track of their journey. And they've got all 3 for really good deals. Sheffield United to go down? No, they won't go down. Sellers will get sacked if he doesn't improve. But I do feel like he should be given a bit more of a chance. They were dreadful the other day. They didn't have a shot on target. They were really poor. They look worse than Sheffield Wednesday, in my opinion. Yeah, it's close competition there in Sheffield for the worst side. Everton forced back to Pickford. Perot with a press. Pickford clears up towards halfway, and so far Leeds are really giving Everton a good game, good match. Leeds don't look out of place here. Alcaraz is so good, but as a midfielder, yeah, he's class, isn't he? Sellers sacked and Wilder back. Yeah, I think Wilder is one of the best managers you can get in the Championship, especially if you're not prepared to spend a lot of money and just work with what you got. He's very good at grinding out results, isn't he? Very good manager. And they need a couple of defenders, Sheffield United, and if Hamer goes, that will seriously hurt them. Top 6 chances, yeah. They got O'Hare as well, but both of them haven't really looked the same. Well, Hamer's looked good. Perot shot blocked, and he's won Leeds a corner. They're second of the game, and Leeds have been the better side here. This could turn out to be a memorable night for Leeds if they get the result they need. Locker's a Pompey fan, love it. Anton's stats here, for anyone with FPL on their mind, is taking this corner kick from the right hand side. Going to be an outswinger here. Statch delivers away by Tim, and then Dye wins a second ball. Still in the corner though, he's having to play it out, and Garner helps him out. Long ball forward. And all the long balls that Everton are pumping up, you know, Beto's not getting on the end of any of them. The Leeds defence really are on it in the opening 10 minutes. Really good stuff from them. Daniel Farke is a genius in the Championship, but when it comes to the Premier League, in the last few times he's been promoted, with Norwich he has been not able to do anything spectacular. Got sacked after he beat Brentford most recently when he was in the Premier League with Norwich. Yeah, Josh, a big Bolton fan, and for Joshua on Wednesday we're going to be doing a watch-along for Bolton versus Reading, and Friday will be the final watch-along of the week. I'm at the Swans game on Saturday against Watford at 12:30, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to make it back in time for the evening game, so I haven't put it down on the schedule. And then Sunday I'm out for the day, so Friday's one will be the final watch along of the week. Until next week anyway. Welcome in to the stream, Rumblerto. Everton's new stadium is another soulless bowl like Swansea and Cardiff's. Oh, fair enough, mate. Well, everyone's entitled to their opinions. I quite like the Swansea.com stadium, if I'm being honest, but fair enough. How the ex-Swans faring? Can they do it in the Prem? Perot's had a big chance early doors. Hit it straight at Pickford from close range. Roden looks well at home in the Premier League. Of course then you've got Dan James as well, who hasn't really been on the ball, but who fancies chances against James Garner, who's at left back this evening for Everton. I'm not missing anyone else out, am I? They've had loads of ex-Swans players the last few years, because Connor Roberts was on loan. I'm definitely missing someone, pretty sure. What do you think of Perot in the Prem? You must be thinking, what could have been if you kept Russell Martin? Maybe eventually could have seen the Swans in the Prem. I stand by, if we kept Russell Martin for one more year, we would have definitely made the playoffs. I don't know about going up, but we were 3 points out in the second season of making the playoffs. We went on a 23 game run where we didn't win a single game. So yeah, fine margins. Big question, Aldi or Lidl? Oh. Well, that's the big rivalry, isn't it? This one's going to really be controversial, but for me, it's got to be Aldi. You know, Lidl's okay, but they get carried by the what's it called, the selection bit. Like all the fresh products. You get carried by that, but Aldi is really underrated in my opinion. Here's Nonto to the byline he goes, and wins another corner here for Leeds United. Leeds look well at home in the Premier League, just not got anything to show for it at the moment. Bakery, yeah. Why can't I think of simple words this evening? It's been a long day, people. But no, welcoming everyone to the stream. If you're new, be sure to consider subscribing to the channel. Get involved in the live stream chat. So many legends in here, and become part of the chat this evening. Leeds corner once again. In it goes towards the back post. Pickford misses it. Goes all the way through. Tanaka will go and collect on the opposite side. James, first time towards the back post. Heads go up. Away. Goodmanson. Deflected. Still in there, Tanaka. It's around and Pickford scrambling around and missing the ball every time. Oh my word. Well, somehow Everton have kept that ball out of the back of the net. But it's Leeds and their fans really are starting to believe here. A really, really good opening 15 minutes here in the Premier League on their return. Oh my word. I don't know how no one got a shot on goal there. Everton were just doing enough. Rush through his ties at the Prem when the previous establishment told him he wasn't going to get what he wanted. Yeah. I mean, you can't really blame him. You know, I don't think he wanted much. He just wanted a right wing back, didn't he? Bogle into the box it goes, and it's hammered away by Tarkowski. Do wonder when Jared Branthwaite will be back at Everton. Not starting this evening. It's Keane, Tarkowski, O'Brien and Garner their defence. Welcome in Scrinton to How We Doing. Minton's a little bakery ultra. Will you do prediction league for Prem? Yes, we will be. We will be doing prediction league for the Premier League. We'll calculate it after this evening's fixture. But no, I love the prediction league, especially for the Championship. We've already got 20 people involved in it, and it's so close at the top. I'm loving it. Hopefully the same for the Prem. Nonto dispossessed there on the left hand side. And Tim cannot recover in time for Everton. So it's gone out for a throw into Leeds. Leeds really impressive so far here. They're making it look like Everton are the newly promoted side. Only proper Championship fans remember Hannes Wolf, the right wing back for Swansea. What a player. Scored against Cardiff in a double-double as well, so yeah, legend. Here's Alcaraz. Everton really haven't seen much of the ball in the Leeds half. They're just trying to calm themselves down here. O'Brien, back to Pickford. Pickford finds Keane. Leeds will increase the press here. Foul on Dewsbury Hall. And his Wolf now talking. Oh, brilliant player. I wish we could have kept him on a pin. He was one of the best players we had for the second half of that season. From Borussia Mönchengladbach. I think he's playing in the MLS now. Look, is fourth in the Championship. Ooh, I've had a very good week in the Championship, I can't lie. We had the Ipswich Southampton game bang on. The Watford game bang on. So many close ones as well. I predicted a draw for Bristol City Charlton. We had a pretty good week. For the Premier League, I've predicted Spurs Burnley 3-0 and Wolves Man City 4-0. I predicted 2-1 Everton for this one, but I'm not feeling confident about that one at the moment. Perot on the ball here for Leeds. Dispossessed. Poor first touch and Goodmanson hams it out to the right hand side, and Bogle in a foot race with Alcaraz. He wins it. Just about keeps in play, but he's hammered it towards Pickford, who will collect. Well, if you've got any plans for the week, be sure to share them. Let us know what everyone's up to. Tarkowski, captain for Everton tonight and for the season, you'd imagine. Here's Ampadu now, wins it back. Perot, nice ball around the corner. He's allowing Goodmanson to run, but he's not going to beat Pickford there in the corner. Give him a good run for his money there. But Pickford able to do what he needed to do. I said Sunderland 4-0 West Ham. Wow. Oh wow. Wow. To be fair, some people predicted 3-2 Hull against Oxford. I think more than one person did that. It was crazy. Wasn't expecting that. That's the thing with predictions. Sometimes you predict a wild score and it never comes off until that lucky day where it does. Here's Tanaka, edge of the box here for Leeds. Bogle arriving. He's got James on the right. Bogle uses James, bit of space here. He now enters the box. James across the face of goal. Away by Keane. Is that ball going to stay in? No, out for a throw in here to Leeds. This feels like a championship game. It does. It does. Well, it's hard to say because Leeds are the better side, or are Everton just playing really poor. You know, it's like the Birmingham Ipswich game. It feels a bit like that. Were Birmingham just really good, or were Ipswich just really poor? It is a little bit of that. Going to watch a non-league game tomorrow. Weston-super-Mare playing. Oh, I love that. Love that. Up the Weston-super-Mare. West Ham look shocking so far. They do, but I do think Stadium of Light is going to be a very tough place for everyone to go this season. I do think they'll pick up quite a few wins this season at home. Here's Ampadu. Out to Pascal Strike. Finds Goodmanson. Some really nice signings for Leeds over the summer. Statch probably my favourite one. Perry's a nice addition in goal. He looks like a solid pair of hands. Biol as well, who's not involved this evening. Well, that's all right. James plays inside. Perot shot. Headed back across and away by O'Brien just about. Everton are hanging on here, and now the referee says Lino's raised his flag. Offside. Yeah, Bogle this time was on the underlap. Straight to Perot there from the cross from Dan James. Didn't quite get the connection he was hoping for, but offside anyway. 21 minutes played already. Doesn't feel like that long has been played. That's when you know you're watching a good game and it's been a good stream. Here's Pickford. England's number one, of course, the World Cup at the end of this season. So a lot of players, if they're not getting game time first half of the season, we could see quite a few big names moving, especially on loan, in January. Pickford, I imagine, will be the number one again at the World Cup next year for England. As for Wales, of course, Roden, great to see him getting Premier League football. And Dan James, of course. And Ampadu, in fact. Quite a few Welsh players on that side. Darlow on the bench. Chippenham. Ooh. Got it back against Weston-super-Mare tomorrow. Oh, not happy with that, Minton. Not happy with that. Ball out to the right hand side here for Leeds. It's Bogle. And Leeds with 60% possession so far. 5 shots, 1 on target, 8 touches in the opposition's box. Everton yet to even register a single shot, and no touches in Leeds' box so far. Now here's Nonto on the left hand side. He's got O'Brien to beat. He goes on the inside this time. No, chops inside and back on the inside. I can't keep up, and he tries to flick it through to Goodmanson, but it's too powerful and out of play for a goal kick. Yeah, Nonto still fairly young. A lot of potential about him. Surprised he stayed at Leeds last season. Wasn't always in that starting 11 last year. He scored that goal like seconds after Swans equalised in November. Absolute heartbreak. Still celebrating the 3-3 goal from Bianchini. And then Nonto down the other end, and I look across and I just see Leeds fans celebrating. Oh. Ball on the right hand side here for Everton. I'm glad we don't have to play Leeds this season, I'll tell you that. Statch releases Goodmanson. Goodmanson comes inside. Really good play from Goodmanson. Just possessed there. It's just that final ball for Leeds. Up to that point, they're playing really nice stuff. I think this season we could see maybe even Sunderland and Leeds survive. I'm pretty sure Burnley will go down. Of course, we'll have to wait and see when they play a lower half Prem side. Of course, Sunderland plays West Ham, who finished in the bottom half last season. Leeds are playing at Everton, who finished in the bottom half last season. So have to really give Burnley a fair chance. Yeah, saying that though, Tottenham finished 17th last season, so technically all of these sides have faced bottom half opponents in the opening weekend. There's Pascal strike. You said to me Bianchini would be good for Pompey, unless we played him on the wing. Has he been on the wing? Wow. Well, we brought him in as a winger. We played him 2 or 3 times on the wing, and he didn't play any more on the wing because he was absolutely dreadful. I don't like being negative about players, especially Swans players. In fact, a lot of the time I am quite biased, but don't tell anyone else that. But up front, when we moved him up front, he's just got such a good engine on him, bags of energy, that he will close down and keep running onto any ball. So yeah, hopefully it works for him on the wing, but I preferred him last season up front, and that's when he played from, I think the Oxford game. He scored in that one, I'm pretty sure, and that's when he just played up front till, and we played Oxford in October, November maybe. Bianchini was so bad against Oxford, wow. What? Oh, he's been playing on the wing for Pompey. Okay, yeah, that's why he hasn't been great then. That's why he hasn't been great. Don't worry, just in our last game against Leeds was a nightmare. Bristol Leeds, I can't remember that the last one. I suppose you drew both games last season, no? Maybe you drew the one at the gate, and 0-0, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the away score there. Too many games. I know Swans, we lost 4-3 at home and we drew 2-2 away, so we didn't do too bad against Leeds. We never do too bad against Leeds, to be fair. Until you look back the season before we lost 4-0. Somehow that's the highest viewed vlog on the channel, 9,000 views, that one. Incredible. Ball on the right hand side here, Everton starting to get back into the game now with a throw-in one, thanks to Jake O'Brien on the far side. Do be sure to let us know where you're watching from this evening. I imagine most of us are in the UK, but we often get some viewers from far and away. Here we go then, throw in for Everton. They're going to launch this one into the box. They're not. He's fooled me as well. Back he goes to Idrissa Gana Gate. That ball into the box is really poor. Comes back out to Tim. Tim keeps it moving. Back out to Idrissa Gana Gate once again with the orange boots on. In it goes, and Perry collects that one with ease, and he's going to start the counter-attack quickly. Trying to find Dan James. He just misses him and goes out of play. Good intent there though from the Leeds new keeper, Perry. You know, wins the ball back and instantly he's looking on the wings for Nonto or Dan James, who's making the runs. On that occasion it was Dan James. Pompey 3-3 away to Leeds and 1-0 home. Yeah, that's right, you did beat them at home. I think I'm pretty sure I predicted you to beat Leeds at home last season, 1-0. I didn't predict the 3-3 away though. That was a crazy game on the opening day. We do 0 at home but got thrashed 4-0 at their place. When was that game then? That must have been like maybe January or February time. You went away to Leeds then? I cannot remember that one. No, Cardiff lost, what was it, 7-0 in the end, wasn't it? Which is all we need to know about really. Perot on the right hand side. Finds Statch inside to Tanaka. Tim is holding him back and he will win the free kick here for Leeds, Tanaka. we'll do 3-3. Everyone drew with Leeds last season, didn't they? Everyone in the chat anyway. 0-0, 3-3, 2-2, 3-3 as well. Wow. Ampadu finds Joe Roden here. Every Leeds player in white over into the Everton half, and that's a good ball down the line there from Bogle, but Dan James was just having other ideas where the ball was going to go. Ndai wins it back here for Everton, and that's a pull pass there from Timur Bugan. Back he goes to Pickford, who clears. Quite a good tempo to this game, I must admit. And Pascal Strike wins it back here for Leeds. I don't see Leeds losing this game, and if they do, it'll be very harsh. Pompey unbeaten against Leeds. Love that, love that. Hope Pompey do well this season. It's one of them clubs that you just look at and like, really. Apart from when they play Swans. Don't beat us 4-0 this season when we go to your place. Please don't. Ball over to the right hand side here. Bogle giving chase. And he wins a throw in. Swans play on my birthday this year as well against Preston at home. Cannot wait for that one. It's just a bit of a shame it is Preston. But yeah, hopefully a positive result there. Here's Tanaka. Line up a shot from distance. He goes for it and it's well wide. From the Leeds 22. Come on Everton, get into them, says Kieran. Right at the end of the season, second last game. Also, I don't think we were ready for the playoffs last season. The experience was still unbelievable if we got smashed. That's the thing though, you'll always remember that. Yes, Sunday for Everton. At home to Brighton. The new era begins at New Stadium. Here they are on the attack, their first real attack with purpose of the game. And Ndai, he had 4 or 5 options either side of him. Decided to go alone and dispossessed there by Anton Stach. He has been impressive so far in this one. Now Nonto at the halfway line. Go to the left hand side, Goodmanson keeps the ball moving. Tanaka goes backwards and now Everton will press. So it goes all the way back, to Perry and to Roden. Roden will drive. Perot goes backwards. Perot's having to drop into midfield to receive and then try make a run on. And to left hand side. Dan James has switched sides here. No, he had a bit of a tactical change here for Leeds actually, because James is on the left. Nonto is also on the left though as well. So what's going on here? Is Perot going to the right wing maybe? Trying to work this one out. You might have put Nonto through the middle here. Here's Bogle. Bogle goes backwards to Roden. Up towards the halfway line. Right now Nonto's gone over to the right hand side. And Tarkowski there had both of the wingers on him. They had to smash it clear. Ooh. The ball was out of play there when Perry cleared. Referee or anyone else didn't spot that. Didn't come to anything anyway. Here's Pascal Strike on the left hand side, finds Goodmanson. For all the possession though for Leeds, they haven't really had a big clear cut chance. And it goes this time towards the back post, and Dan James, who's moved back over to the right hand side now. I can't keep up with them. Keep on changing. Didn't get anything on it at the back post anyway. But Goodmanson on the left hand side is looking promising there for Leeds. James Garner for the throw in here. He's won promotion from the Championship at Nottingham Forest when he was on loan there. And then he went to Everton the following year. Been at Everton since. Garner will let that one go out for a goal kick. So only 10 minutes before half time here, and 10 minutes before the half time quiz, which I'm excited for. We've got the football quiz cards ready for this one this evening. The only thing with some of these is that not all of them have options, and I think it's a bit more inclusive really for everyone, even if you don't know too much, to give the options. And some of the questions are from way back, so a lot of you wouldn't have even been alive, or myself even. Locker, I'm on 6 points right now in the Prem Prediction League, not including this game. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. You'll take 6 points, I tell you what. Here's Nonto. Nonto going a long way round. Leeds attacking once again. Goodmanson. Twisting and turning. Finds Statch. Goodmanson stayed down here. Ampadu. He's going to move the point of attack over to the right hand side this time. Perot. Finds Goodmanson a bit more space, this time on the left. In it goes. Good ball. All the way through. And Dan James did get something on it in the centre. Over the bar it went. That Forest team in the Championship was unreal. I think that was a real underrated season. The 21-22 Championship. Actually have a lot of nostalgia thinking about it. The last season I think about and think of nostalgia, especially with the Swans. Probably the first season back in the Championship with Potter. We won away at Bramall Lane on the opening day, 2-1, last minute. A lot of last minute winners. Leeds there from the corner. Had a save by Pickford. Still in there though, Tanaka. And a throw in for Leeds. We need a goal in this one now, because I feel like Everton are just riding the wave and trying to hit Leeds on the counter. But this game needs a goal, because I want to see Everton, give it a little bit more in this one. Ampadu to launch this one into the centre for Leeds. In it goes. Header flicked on. Finds Nonto at the edge of the box. He goes inside. Back out to Ampadu. Crosses it in towards the back post. Head goes up and Tim wins that header. Nonto finds Roden again. Out to the left hand side this time for Goodmanson. Tanaka for company. Tanaka, and it goes. Perot keeps it moving. Statch. Everton just doing enough at the moment. But Leeds come again with Goodmanson. Cuts inside, shot. Pickford with an unorthodox save that time. But he gets it away from his goal. Ndai finds Garner. Playing out here. Dangerous way there for Everton. And Everton win the free kick just about. Leeds, I don't know how they've they're looking good, but once again it's just that final piece of the puzzle. They just cannot get a good sight of goal, because Everton are just quite frustrated actually at the back. And that was a good year for Bristol, from what I remember. Went through November to February unbeaten in the Championship. Wow, that's not a bad time as well. Loads of games in that period. So free kick here. Pickford to take from the edge of his box. Down it goes. One there by Ampadu. Goodmanson getting involved now. He's got Alcaraz for company. And throw in one the way of the Toffees. He goes backwards to the halfway line. Tarkowski. Across the Keane. Back to Pickford's here. You haven't seen enough of Everton in this one for my liking. Beto. The target man there. He's finally starting to get involved in the game. Here's Tim. Out to O'Brien. On the right hand side. Now Everton starting to grow into the game a little bit here. It only took them 39 minutes. Just realised Hull play Bristol, then Swansea, both away from home after our game against Blackburn on Saturday. Oh yeah, I think we play you first game of September, I believe it is. That's going to be a tough one, but at home we should be winning most of the home games this season against like the teams around us. If you want to be up there this season. Ball up in the air at the moment. Ampadu wins the header, brought down by Goodmanson. Goodmanson walking into the Everton half, and he wins a throw in here. Maybe another early red card in our game. Here's Alcaraz. Finds Tarkowski. All the way back he goes to Pickford once again, and no doubt he's going to go long. He is, and he slices that clearance this time. Out for a Leeds throw-in. And Everton are finding it really difficult here. Bogle goes backwards. Up to Pascal Strike. He'll go back to Perry. All in orange this evening. He goes long and it's intercepted there, and now Everton can attack and die. Midway through the Leeds half, Dewsbury Hall. Garner Gate keeps it moving. Back to Dewsbury Hall and back to Garner Gate. Leeds organised off the ball here, but Everton threatening with Garner. Not doing too much with it though. Dewsbury Hall goes backwards this time. Finds Keane at the halfway line. Keeping the ball moving. And Leeds are doing really well off the ball here, pushing Everton all the way back into their own half and halfway through their own half. Really good organisation there from Leeds United. Ball out from the back there for Everton. Into midfield and won by Pascal Strike. Advancing forward here at Leeds, it's Nonto. Finds Statch. Goodmanson now on the left hand side. Can we get a breakthrough before half time? Let us know in the chat how long you think will be added on at the end of the first 45 here at Ellen Road. I'll go with 2 minutes. Here's Nonto. Now he's forced backwards. Leeds definitely the better side in the opening 42 minutes of this one. Just haven't really got anything to show for it. Statch. Long ball over to the right hand side, trying to find Dan James. Goes up for the header. And he's won the battle almost against Garner. That was close. Garner penning it out for a throw in. Kieran's got for 2 minutes added on at the end of the first 45. Throw in here for Leeds United. Ampadu going across to take it. I think Portsmouth will win the championship, no bias. Yeah, of course not. Of course not. I reckon we'll finish second behind the Swans. Ampadu with the captain's armband on. He's going to launch this one in. In it goes. Oh. Well, it went past Perot. Just miscontrolled it. Here's Nonto. My word. Over the bar it goes from Willie Nonto. But that was not far off the back of the net. Pickford looked beaten there. Just a little fake. And Alcaraz over the bar there. No one saw that one coming. Yeah, commentator's right. You need to get out on target and give Pickford something to do. We'll go here and go 2 minutes. We'll go for 2 minutes at the end of the first 45, then we'll shortly find out. One more minute of the 45 to play here at Ellen Road. Ball goes all the way back to Perry, edge of his own box. No Roden. Instead, time for one more attack for Leeds in the half. They have been the better of the two sides, but as I said a few times now, nothing to show for it. And in football, that's the most important stat out of all the other ones. It's the final score and the current score, of course. Here's Keane. Finds Garner. Final 30 seconds here. Everton just really slowing the game down here, taking the sting out of it, and they're trying to kill the Leeds momentum. Out of possession, it's a 4-2-3-1 here for Leeds United. Long ball there, and then Dye's running on, especially looking threatening with Better behind him. Tim wins up the second ball. Garner again now, edge of the box, finds Garner. Into the 45th minute here, and no added time to the end of the first half. Wow, don't get that too often. Half time at Ellen Road, it's Leeds United 0, Everton 0. Leeds have been the better of the two sides in the first 45. Nothing to show for it. Everton, well, they've just been riding the storm and battling out defensively, and so far they're coming through strong, but they don't look like a side who've been in the Premier League for the past few seasons. They look quite disappointing actually at the moment, but of course second half to go, and we'll have to wait and see if they can improve. Right then, it's that time of the evening for the half-time quiz. So the way it works is I've got these cards in front of me. We'll do as many as we can during the half-time break. I'll read each question out twice, and if it's got options, I'll read them out twice as well, just so we're all on the same page there. And as soon as you can, get your answer in the chat, and you can get through more questions that way, of course. Right then, let's just get the instructions out of the way. What's that? Football pitch. Right, here we go then. I'll give them a little shuffle because I can't remember last time we used them. What ones we used. I don't think I've rearranged it, so we'll give them a little shuffle here. Get your first half thoughts in the chat. Leeds not taking their chances will cost them. Everton will win now, says Locker. I do think David Moyes will have a big half-time team talk with his side, and maybe even switch up a few things. They've got to be better in the second half because, let's face it, they can't be much worse like they were in the first half. It's not quite possible. Not quite possible to be as poor as they were in the first half. Right then, here we go. Give it a shuffle, and we're ready to go now. Okay, first question for the halftime quiz. Who succeeded Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United in 2013? There's no options for this one. So question number 1. Who succeeded Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United in 2013? Get your answers in for question number 1 of the halftime quiz. So as I say, of course, midweek we'll have the Bolton Reading Watchalong on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and on Friday it's Derby versus Bristol City at 8 o'clock as well. So big games. And it's bad. No worries, Locker. No worries at all. I think let's go with David Moyes, the current Everton manager. Kieran's also agreeing with David Moyes. Any other answers for this one? We'll say that's that for question number 1. So, the man to... Oh, what have I done here? I think I've shuffled the cards without even realising. I did remember the answer. Have I dropped it? No, the answer was, though, to who succeeded David Moyes at Manchester United. It was indeed David Moyes. I can't believe I've done that. Didn't realise I've shuffled the cards without actually thinking about it. Question number 2 of the halftime quiz. Well, that's a bit too easy, that one. Okay, here we go. Question 2. Which former English striker famously never received a yellow card? So, which former English striker famously never received a yellow card? Sorry. Oh, no worries, no worries. well done to Honeygun and Kieran for that first one. It was indeed the current Everton manager, David Moyes. Of course, he went on to bring glory to West Ham as well. But since Sir Alex Ferguson has left Man United, they really have struggled for success on the pitch. No one being able to do a good enough job. Walker's gone for Peter Crouch. Because I only get red, says Joshua. Great answers coming in here. Welcome in, Matthew. How are we doing, mate? Come on, Leeds, marching on together. All Leeds, aren't we? Well, maybe not in the chat, but I'm all Leeds this evening for you, Matthew. Hopefully you're safe and well, mate, and enjoying the game as well. Different, I say, Jermaine Defoe. Kieran's on Gary Lineker. Well, question number 2 with the halftime quiz. Which former English striker famously never received a yellow card? It was indeed Gary Lineker. Well, I don't know if you said Gary Lineker. Okay, I think most people will get this one. In which city would you find the football stadium Camp Nou? In which city would you find the football stadium Camp Nou? Sometimes, though, the simple questions are often the hardest ones as well. I think Kieran's got it. No idea, but Kieran's right. Kieran is right. You're correct as well in saying that. Remember hearing it. Yeah, some of these facts are good to know for like a pub quiz. Kieran's loving life for there. Barcelona. Cheeky away day to Barcelona, says Honeygun. I'll just wait for everyone else to get their answers and I'll quickly read through for the next question. The thing is, though, these cards are not that old. They're maybe like 2 years old, 3 maybe, but already some of the answers aren't relevant because that one I was gonna pick. Yeah, that currently no stands as that player. Here we go. This will be the next one. It was indeed Barcelona, the new camp. It's been refurbished now, hasn't it? And it's they've changed up a little bit. Never received a yellow card, but famously jacked himself on the pitch. Class. Yeah. Should have been yellow carded for that. Right. Question number 3 of the halftime quiz. I think it's 3 anyway. We'll go with 3. Which Chelsea player was the victim of Luis Suarez's infamous bite in 2013? So, question number 3. Which Chelsea player was the victim of Luis Suarez's infamous bite in 2013? Remember, Suarez is bitten a few people now, isn't he? On the pitch. I keep missing something. No worries, mate. No worries. You're all good. I appreciate you being here. It looks like Jack Grealish might be coming on for the second half because he was out to warm up before the other substitutes and now he's gone back in. So I think Grealish might be coming on in the second half. Ivanovic. The answers, and it is the correct answer. It was indeed Ivanovic and the 2013 bite from Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez, though, what a player, but the biting let him down, if anything. Okay, next question here. Let's go for a good one. Okay, here we go. Which was the first organisation to sponsor the Premier League? Which organisation was the first organisation to sponsor the Premier League? I think I've messed up one of them saying, so we'll do it one more time. Which was the first organisation to sponsor the Premier League? And for a bonus point, what year did they sponsor the Premier League to and from? if you can get that one as well for a bonus point. It was Ivanovic, but I forgot his name. That's the trickiness of the quiz. That is catching you out there. Honeygun's going for F8. Blocker's going for Barclays. Some interesting shouts here. Just the guess says lock up. No, fair enough. It's always good to join in, not keeping score or anything. So no, just to pass the time at half time. Do not worry. 2004 says lock up. Kieran's gone for Carlin. Don't know what year says Kieran. Okay then, I feel like that's going to be all the answers we're going to get. So, what was the first organisation to sponsor the Premier League? It was indeed Carlin from 1993 to 2001. A few you may have heard of that one and just completely forgot, but it was Carlin. Nice out the tap, not nice in a can, Carlin, in my opinion anyway. That one's too easy, I think. That one also too easy. Come on, give us a good one. You'll get that one. This is David Moyes' question. Okay, here we go. You should get this one. We'll be kind. When did... Oh no, we'll go for this one first actually. So question number 5. When did England first qualify at the World Cup? So we're looking for the year that England first qualified at the World Cup. There we go. That's a tricky one for you all. Be surprised if some of you actually get this one, to be honest, because I don't think it's one that people just know. I'm not sure. Locker remembers now. Yeah, that's the thing with quiz. Like, you'll have no idea, and then you'll know the answer, and you'll be like, of course it is. Hannigan says, well, that's crazy. I can't do EPS, so I've never had Carlin. Much prefer Cider myself. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. To be fair, Thatcher's Haze, not too bad, but I do prefer beer, to be fair. Carlin's okay. Carlsberg's nice. Cruiser Campo, Madry, Star Pramen even. Some nice ones out there. 1950, just a guess. 1942, 1958. Loving the guesses, guys, and I can confirm that one of them is actually right. You may have known it. Honeygun's got that right. It was indeed 1950, the first year England qualified for the World Cup. But everyone was quite close there. Quite impressed, actually. I thought we'd have like some crazy guesses, but no, everyone's really close, and Honeygun's bang on the money there. Question number 6. What shirt number did Thierry Henry wear when playing for Arsenal? So what shirt number did Thierry Henry wear when playing for Arsenal? Do I give a clue for this one? I think you should get it. I'm not sure. Of course, we'll have people of different ages watching, so I'm not sure how much people would remember or have watched of Arsenal back then on the highlights even. Well, no clue for that one though. I do wish I was like at least a teenager back then to watch Arsenal, especially in the Invincible season. Very good. Famous number 14 as well. Now the guess is 14 for Kieran as well. It was indeed the famous 14. These days, Victor Gyökeres, or Gyökeres, however you want to say it. Probably Gyökeres, isn't it? I've never even known he played for us. But Victor Gyökeres, where is it these days? Sam Bell did one of his iconic celebrations once. What a player. A small delay, so I get a question later. No worries, mate, no worries, you're all good. We'll wait a little bit longer then. Next question. I'm not too sure how many more we're going to be able to get through because the second half will be starting pretty soon, but we'll do as many as we can. Okay, here we go. Next question. In the 1920 season, an English team scored 16 consecutive goals that were all finished by English players. Which team was it? So in the 1920 season, an English team scored 16 consecutive goals that were all finished by English players. Which team was it? Welcome in, Brody. How are we doing, mate? How are we doing, Brody? Must be buzzing after the whole win yesterday. Welcome into the stream. Join us at the halftime quiz. Be sure to get involved before the second half here at Ellen Road. Manchester United, says Kieran. Gonna throw a wild guess, but say Brentford. Oh, okay. We love the wild guesses. Could even be right. Of course, Brentford have had quite a few English players over the years. Of course, Ivan Toney in there as well. Brody's gone for Villa. I say I get half a point if it's a London team. I'm giving nothing away here. Or am I? Okay, this will be the last question. The teams are ready in the tunnel. And Locker has gone for Chelsea. Derby is also another guess for Brody. But in the 1920 season, make sure you remember this one, people. Make sure you remember it in case it ever comes up again. In the 1920 season, an English team scored 16 consecutive goals that were all finished by English players. Which team was it? It was Southampton. Very tricky one, that one. And on that, that's the end of the halftime quiz. Thank you everyone for joining in there. Great fun as always. And it's got us through to the second half here at Ellen Road. Right then, let's just do that. The camera over a little bit. There we go. And second half is here. So let's change all the banners over. There we go. We should be ready now. Can Everton reply? First half really poor. Leeds, the better of the two sides, but have nothing to show for it this far. Is it time that David Moyes' side will turn up the second half? Because first half, if I was an Everton fan, I'd be very, very disappointed in that first half. The only success they'll ever get. Here we go then. Second half. Leeds United kicking from right to left in the second half. And it's going to be Joe Perreault to get us underway. Jack Grealish still on the bench for Everton. But expect him to come on in the second half. And we are rolling for the second half here at Ellen Road. Let's just make the timer just a little bit bigger there. That one. I'll believe it. I don't want to break anything. Can't remember which button it is. Might be that one. Of course it is. Of course it is. There we go. Throw in early doors here for Everton. O'Brien to take. And to launch this one in. O'Brien took his time about it. Down line it goes. Nonso flicks it on. Bit of tennis in midfield. Finally brought down in a good position by Perreault. Finds Statch across to Goodman's son. He's beaten there by Alcaraz. And throwing to given the way of Everton there. So after hearing and watching the first 45 minutes, guys, what's your predictions for the second half? Of course, this doesn't count towards the prediction league. Just general thoughts. What are you thinking? For me, I think 1-0 or 1-1. 1-0 Leeds or 1-1. I just see if Leeds score, I think Everton just got quite a bit of quality in now and there. And here they go with Dewsbury Hall. Oh, to the left of Beto. In the box they go. Beto. He's gone too far wide. Pulls it back. Garner asking for a bit of movement ahead of him. Garner Gay keeps the ball moving here. Leeds have had time to recover and get bodies back though. I remember the first year they come back up to the Premier League under Bielsa. They had some really good results that season, didn't they? And they stayed up that year, I'm pretty sure. They must have, yeah. It's had a pretty good year as well. It was their last successful year in the top flight. The head tennis midfield and Leeds bringing it forward. Here's Nonto on the attack, but Tarkowski gets his body in front. And he's done really well there. But Nonto didn't give up the chase, and he's won a throw in high up the pitch there. Grish score and Everton to win 1-0, says Kieran. Can see that happening. What an instruction that would be for Grealish if he's able to do that. He was fantastic at Villa, of course, at Man City. I knew it wasn't going to work out for him. It was like when Wilfred Boney went there, albeit Grealish went for a lot more money. But you know, it's the same thing. You know, he's never going to be, in my opinion, that good in that side. He needed not as good players around him to really be that standout player. And at City, there's too many standout players for Grealish to really thrive, if that sort of makes sense. Yes, he's playing a better side. He wasn't awful, but we just know that at Villa, it just worked out a lot more for him. Or maybe it was just Pep's style he didn't fit. Who knows? Completely anyway. Maybe I'm just waffling on. Good player though, Jack Grealish, and hopefully he can fix his career a little bit. World Cup at the end of it if he does really well at Everton. Here's Tim across to Tarkowski. Garner Gate keeping the ball moving here. Everton. Garner back across it goes to Tarkowski. Garner, down line it goes again. Ndai. We are half an hour. 40 minutes away from full time here. Half an hour. No, it hasn't been that long already. Intercepting in midfield here for Leeds, and Tanaka finds Nonto. Really good opportunity this. Nonto! Straight down the middle and into the gloves of Pickford. That's a huge moment. That is a huge moment. Everton poor on the ball there, giving the ball away too cheaply. Tanaka wins it back, plays the ball first time to Nonto. Nonto has Perot with him, but he was always going to take the shot, and he looked like he slept as he met the strike, and straight down the middle it went. Has to do better there. It's a big chance. You definitely want Perot in that position. Pickford over to the right. O'Brien flicks it on. Dewsbury Hall finds Alcaraz. Alcaraz in the box here for Everton. Two keepy ups. Goes down. No free kick given by the referee there. Not seeing enough here for Everton. Not enough positives. Have a great rest of the stream, guys. Gonna go call my mates. Hopefully it's a great rest of the game. Thank you very much for tuning in, Honeygun. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, have a great evening yourself, mate. And hopefully a few goals, fingers crossed. Take care, mate. Thank you very much for joining. Here we go then. Leeds throw it on the near side. Alcaraz running it back. Loose ball finds Ampadu. Ampadu fires it out to the right hand side here. And Pickford's quick off his line there to read it and win the ball back there for Everton. Can see this one finishing 0-0 potentially. Everton just don't offer enough going forward at the moment, and Leeds they get forwards but not threatening enough. The Pickford goal, ball up towards Beto, and he's not able to do anything with it. It's game needs some goals. It does indeed. It does indeed. Flicked on there. Leeds playing some really nice football, by the way, guys. Running through the challenges. It's Bogle. Pull pass. Loose pass. 52 minutes on the clock then. Still 0-0 here at Elland Road. Will we see the first changes anytime soon? I think that might be what the game needs, you know. There's Alcaraz. Alcaraz up to Beto. Beto's just been like a statue this evening. That's as best I can describe it. But to be fair, he hasn't had like much service to run onto in behind. He's trying to hold it up, but it's just nothing sticking with him. Here's Tanaka. Did you see the breaking news with Morecambe? Yeah, fantastic news. They've been saved, thankfully. I can't lie. Last season, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was last season. Best away fans to come to Swansea in the FA Cup. Unbelievable bunch of fans. Weren't that many of them, but my word, they showed some fantastic support for their side. Didn't stop singing the whole game. Really, really good. They got bought by new owners and back. Yeah, it's brilliant news, isn't it, mate? Really good news. Here's Ndai. Cutting in from the left-hand side. Twisting and turning. In the box he goes. Ndai. To Garner Gate. Releases a shot and it's wide. Have to hit the target. Have to hit the target. Very happy for him. Yes, yes. Very happy. Everton there. Getting up the pitch a little bit more now. But they've got to test Perry. I don't think they've had a shot on target all game so far. Not that I can recall anyway. I think Leeds maybe have had 3 on target, but nothing really to challenge Pickford. Ball in midfield. Tanaka on the turn. Finds Dan James on the right hand side now. Leeds. This looks promising. White shirts arriving in the centre. Dan James. Into the box he goes. Across the face of goal. Nonto! Into the side netting. And I thought for a second that was in. Big chance there. Pickford had it covered. He's appealing for a corner. Did it come off anyone? No. That's a goal kick. And see what he's trying to do there, Nonto. Good chance there for Leeds. Really good chance, actually. They're giving up a lot of these chances. Alcaraz beaten to the ball by Goodmanson. He just wanted that bit more, you could tell. I don't think they've done too bad replacing Firpo with Goodmanson, I must admit. It doesn't look bad at all. Maybe even better than Firpo. Strike. Misses the header. Ampadu heads it back to his keeper. Ampadu, versatile player. Played at centre back with Roden last season. But yeah, I think he is better in that DM role. Able to drop into the centre half position but carry the ball forward. Here's Nonto. Running back towards the halfway line. Finds Ampadu. So late tackle there from Irabogan. Referee says play advantage and leads on the attack with Dan James. There's a corner. Ampadu still down. It was very late from Tim Irabogan. Very late. And he is yellow carded there. Had to be. Clear foul. Clear yellow cards. Good decision from the referee. And commentator saying it should be a red card. Nah, he's not that late. Yeah, he's going for the ball. If he was any later, probably an argument for a red card, but no, it's not that bad. And that was in slow-mo, so that's okay. 56 minutes played here at Elland Road. Leeds fans hoping for a breakthrough. Will it come? When will it come? Let us know in the chat if there's going to be a goal. What minute will we see the goal in? If we are to see a goal, I think 78th minute. Grealish. And Grev is warming up here. Ampadu still down. And it looks like Grev is going to be coming on here to replace Ampadu. Leeds taking no chances. And Ampadu in tears. Well, I hope it's not too serious here for Ampadu, but it does look like he won't be able to continue. Irabugan quite late. Things on the bench, says Josh. Does look quite painful there for Ampadu. He's still down, receiving treatment. But Leeds have got Grev ready to go here as a replacement by the looks of things. Yeah, well, he was out for quite a long time. Last season was Ethan Ampadu. So fingers crossed, they're just taking him off as a, just to be sure he doesn't get any worse. It's quite painful though. And hopefully it's not going to be too serious for Ampadu. And he passes on the captain's armband. If he remembers. He hasn't remembered. Unfortunately, I've got to head out now. Sorry, really enjoyed watching and hope you have a great stream. Cheers, Locker. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. And take care. Have a safe evening, mate. And yeah, great to have you in the stream this evening. Thank you very much. Welcome, Paul. How are you doing? I'm watching the game on Sky. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Hopefully you're enjoying. And joining us for the better commentary, maybe. Now, it's been a tough game to really get going. Leeds have looked pretty good though, haven't they? Look like the better side here. 59 minutes played. Corner for Leeds. In it goes. Flicked on towards the back post. Heads go up. Strike. Goes backwards here. Monto goes across to the right hand side this time. Roden. Finds Dan James. Ethan Ampadu's not been subbed off, by the way, guys. So maybe he will be able to continue. And now he's back on the pitch. So Ampadu able to continue. That's a really good sign that for Leeds. And he's back on the ball here. Kieran's hoping to get his car sorted tomorrow. What are you hoping to get done with it, mate? What's up? Leeds were good, especially first half. They were, it's just they haven't got a goal to show for it. They didn't really trouble Pickford too much. A lot of the shots were just straight down his throat. And Everton have been really poor. Really poor. Offered nothing going forward. Ndai finds Tim. 30 minutes of the game to go. Will there be a winner in this one? Tim keeps going. And away there by Joe Roden. And it goes to Keane. Across the Tarkowski at the halfway line here. That's the left hand side. Everton advancing here. This game's just a little bit frustrating to watch now. It's just so close. So there's a good battle going on out there though. Tarkowski out to the right hand side with O'Brien. Advancing forward here, O'Brien. Dispossessed and one inside a throw in. O'Brien is going to launch this one into the box. Grealish warming up. Surely he's going to be coming on anytime soon. Surely. They need that creative spark in midfield. In front of the Everton fans here. O'Brien. Into the box it goes. Away at the front post by Leeds. Hirabogam. Keeps it alive for Everton. Out to the left hand side they go, but Garner opting to go backwards. All the way to Pickford. It's got expanding foam all over the front and down the sides of it. Won't come off properly, so someone coming tomorrow to hopefully take it off. Oh right, okay, cool. Nice. Here's Alcaraz. 1-2 with Beto. Goes down and has a free kick. Everton in a good position. If you've seen Everton in pre-season, or if you've seen James Garner take a free kick, this is James Garner territory here. And a yellow card. Who's the yellow card to? Alcaraz went over to apologise for the referee. I've not seen who the yellow card's for. Oh, he's telling him to buck him. So that's why Alcaraz has been bucked himself. Okay. So this has got to be James Garner here, surely, for a shot at goal. You'd back him anyway. Oh, to be fair though, looking at it now, it is quite far out, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we put a ball into the box. But we've seen Garner's ability here. I'd back him for a shot. The power he generates is quite substantial. James Garner, I think he's going to score here. What a time to score it would be. Garner for the free kick, and it goes, and it's deflected wide. Corner kick Everton. Very powerful effort. And Leeds are about to roll the dice here. Greb and Aronson about to be introduced by Leeds United. Promising opening night here. Just haven't got anything to show for it at the moment. And Everton now trying to fight back into the game and take the lead here from this corner potentially. Garner. In it goes. Towards the back post. Out of the way. Garner Gay keeps it alive. Now to Dewsbury Hall it goes. In it goes this time to the box. Kept alive by Keane, but can get the second contact on the ball. Garner. Up to Ndai. Loose touch there, but he's able to rescue it. Goes inside and he's running for all the white shirts here. Ndai. Oh my word, he's going for the ball. Finally, Ampadu puts a big challenge in, and Leeds are able to get the ball away. Out to the left hand side, that's going to be overhit, and out for a throw in. And now Leeds will be able to make the changes. Just what the game needs, someone to take a few risks. I think Grev's been told to put his he's been told to put his bib back on and get back on the bench. So Ampadu able to continue here. Here's Branthwaite. Alcaraz finds O'Brien towards the byline and keep this one in. Into the box it goes. Keeper claims it. Comfortable there. And out it goes straight away. We saw that in the first half. Perot was almost away there, but Keane spoiling the party there. Here's Tarkowski. Ball still. Tarkowski spreads it out to the left hand side for Garner. Bit of space appearing here for Ndai. Erbuman keeps the ball moving here on the left hand side. We need a goal. Will we get it? Here's Tim. Back to Garner. Keeps Garner into Dewsbury Hall. Twisting and turning here. Out to the left hand side once again. Everton just not doing too much with it. They're very patient, but if anything too patient. Here's Garner once again. Back to Guy. Guy with a cross into the box, which, even if you're a 10 foot tall, I don't think you got on the end of that. maybe if you're 10 foot tall. Double change here for Leeds United. Aronson on for Willie Nonto's the first one. 66 minutes played here. Brendan Harrison, of course, USA international. Highly rated, but hasn't quite delivered. And in the Championship, he wasn't as good as I thought he was going to be, if I'm honest, Brendan Harrison. But in the Premier League this season, let's see if he can deliver for Leeds United. And that is the only change. And Jack Grealish is getting ready here by Everton to make his Premier League debut for the Toffees. on loan from Manchester City. He'll come on the next time the ball goes out of play. I imagine he's going to come on for maybe, hopefully, Alcaraz and put Ndai over to the right. Hope he doesn't take Ndai off. He's been quite good. Irabumum, he's going to replace. So Dewsbury Hall then will sit into central midfield, and Irabumum off for Grealish. So Grealish maybe going in the 10 unless he switches Ndai into the 10, and Grealish goes on the left at wing. To wait and see here. Here's Ampadu, back it goes. It's the final 23 minutes of this game. Strike, back it goes. Away by Perry. On ball forward, doesn't quite find a white shirt. Everton hold on to the ball here. It doesn't feel like a 0-0 though. It feels like there's something to come in this one. Goodmanson. Down to Dan James, and Dan James goes down and wins a free kick. In fact, that was Brennan Aronson, sorry. Free kicked in quickly, back it goes. Ampadu turning. Anton Stach, I haven't seen too much of him in the second half. He was good in the first half. O'Brien wins that battle between himself and Aronson. Aronson recovers last second to keep the ball alive, but it's straight to Dewsbury Hall. Floats one out to the left hand side, and Bogle has plenty of time and space here. Finds Roden. Here's Strike at the back now for Leeds. Will they find the breakthrough in this one? The question we've been asking for the last 70 minutes. It's been a really, really good display here from Leeds. Dominant. They're just missing that goal, which they do deserve. Ball in midfield. Dan James twisting and turning here. Out it goes. Inside. Nice play, Perot. Oh, that's got to be a free kick. Referee said no. Dan James went down like he was caught. A player from each side has been has stayed down on the deck. It's Garner and James. Yeah. Flicks it back through. Yes, late. That's a foul. That is a foul. And Jack Grealish here, about to be introduced by David Moyes for his Everton debut. So Irabugan off, Grealish on for Everton, who have been really poor today. But it's time for a little bit of magic, a little bit of creativity in the midfield, and maybe Grealish can bring that out on loan from Man City. Here he is. Exciting player. Hasn't quite lived up to the hype he's had in his time at City, but there definitely is a player in there. So I think Ndai's on the right, Alcaraz is in the 10, and Grealish is on the left wing here. There we go. Roden, 20 minutes to play here. 19 now. Typical. Long ball over the top, Perot trying to chase onto it. Leeds are just missing that striker really, aren't they? They've been linked to quite a few. Ampadu helps it on to Strike. Into midfield, Stach finds Goodmanson, who can't keep that one in play. Is there another change coming? No. Here we go then. Free kick for Everton at the back. Tarkowski Cross it goes to Keane. Just need a bit of life into this game. It's gone quite flat in the second half. First half was really exciting for Leeds, but Everton have adapted and changed slightly to have a little bit more control in the second half so far anyway. Yeah, it's not been a big chance for Leeds in this one. They've had a few chances but nothing clear cut. Same for Everton really. Defence is on top so far. Here is Grealish, first involvement, goes backwards to Keane. Every white shirt behind the ball here. It'd be really harsh, to be honest, if Everton come away with a win here. But that is the game of football that we all love. Garner Gay. Across to left hand side here. Second half is boring. Yeah, I know, Kieran. Really boring, mate. Really boring. Hopefully midweek Bolton versus Reading on Wednesday is more exciting than this. And Derby Bristol City on Friday. Fingers crossed that's a bit more entertaining as well. Here's Tarkowski. Welcome in Scrinton too. How are we doing? So Leeds making a few more changes here. Nemetcha about to come on. Guerrero is still standing up there, and someone else in the background. I can't quite tell who. All being prepared here by Leeds. Next time the ball goes out. Throw in at the moment. Goodman's son. Trying to find Perot. Didn't quite work out there. And Die. Loses out to Perot. Perot doing some good work in midfield. Strike. Finds Statch. Statch carrying the ball forward. Bit of space in midfield. Tanaka. That pass was never on. Tried to force it there, Tanaka. Should have maybe thought about a shot. That pass was never on. And Everton have it once again now with Pickford. Got to be careful with the 8-second rule. Going to open some 85 10s after the stream on FC25. Try and pack some 99 cards. I completely forgotten about FIFA, to be honest. Can't wait for the new game. I have seen a few trailers, it looks good. But I give up on FC25 around Christmas time, to be honest. Done a few career modes on it, that's about it. .74 minutes played. Free kick to Everton. A good position to get a ball into the box here. They could make something happen. Big lads up from the back here, and still no change for Leeds. They're going to let this free kick be taken with the players on the pitch. I can't wait for the new Football Manager to come out. Yeah, that's exciting. I might go on that tonight actually. What's the last one? 24, I'm pretty sure the last one is, because they didn't do a 25, did they? But yeah, the new one's looking exciting. It's either 23 or 24. And it goes away. Really poor delivery there from Dewsbury Hall, but he's got a second bite of the cherry here. In a battle with Aronson. Dewsbury Hall twisting his man, making his way into the box. Alcaraz. Oh, shot! Saved by Perry at the near post. One he had to make. A simple save, all things considered, but of course he had to make it. Really good work there from Dewsbury Hall. Finds Charlie Alcaraz, and Perry probably should be holding on to that one. He's conceded the corner here and kept it out is the main thing there for Leeds. Dewsbury Hall to deliver then from the right hand side. This game's starting to get its bite back the last 15 minutes. And it goes. Oh, missed by Perry, and it was Jake O'Brien who come around the front there, connected with it. Too much on it though, over the bar. 2 shots in 2 minutes there at Everton. Yeah, it's going to be exciting to finish this. It's going to be a triple change for Leeds United. I really do hope we get a last minute winner in this one. So, number 10 off for number 14. That's Joe Perreault off for Leeds United. Hasn't done too much this evening. He's been okay, but nothing incredible. Ampadu also off for Gruev. And it looks like the Metcha's coming on for Perreault. And Dan James coming off as well. Yeah, to be fair, he's been quiet in the second half, but so is Nonto, so a little surprise in that one. So Jack Harrison coming on here. Harrison, the Metcha and Gruev. Harrison was on loan for like, I think it's the last 2 years at Everton. But he's back at Leeds here, playing against his former side. Ball goes back there from strike to Perry. Yeah, the Leeds fans aren't the biggest fans of Harrison, so that's going to be an interesting one. I think on his time at Everton he said he just wanted to stay there and get away from Leeds or something like that. Last season, most goals from the 76th minute were for Leeds, 26 last season. They'll want at least one will do here this evening. Dewsbury Hall, down it goes. And a return pass there from Rodrigo Gallagher is really poor. Continue a cheap throw in. Leeds take it quickly on the far side. Harrison. Inside he goes. Gruev. Keeps it moving over to the left hand side now. Goodmanson. And the ball moving. Harrison. Down it goes to Goodmanson. Some nice work on the left hand side. Goodmanson should make it. He does. In the box it goes. Some fighting for it. Doesn't quite win it. Still alive in there. Oh, it's done really well. Shot over the bar from Tanaka. Has to hit the target. He's had some really good chances today, Tanaka. But none of them have worked. Pickford. Great pass there from Aronson. He was stretching for it. And Tanaka's got to do better. On the half volley. Has to hit the target there. From about the penalty spot as well. Right then, we're into the final 10 minutes here at Ellen Road. It is packed out here this evening. I haven't seen one empty seat. That's how good the Leeds fans are. Ball out to the right hand side here. Everton driving forward. Tarkowski out to the right to find O'Brien. And it goes to Dewsbury Hall. Almost played a really nice pass through. Here's Idrissa Gana Gueye into midfield and back out to the left hand side now for Everton. Doesn't really look like they want a goal though. Grealish. Ghana, and it goes, Paul Cross. Alcaraz is the man it falls to. 10 minutes to go. O'Brien, he's done well tonight. Won his battles. And dive running through, everyone goes down. Referee says no foul. But Leeds just can't get this one away, and Everton keep on going back. On the halfway line this time. All the way back to Pickford now. Oh, it's a slip and a mistake, and Leeds could be in here. Tanaka to the Metcha, shot blocked. Everton are lucky. Danger still not over. Harrison in the box this time. Across it goes. Edge of the box to Statch. He's got time. Statch deflected. That looks like a handball from Tarkowski. The referee's not made a decision yet. He said penalty to Leeds United. He's given it. Handball against Tarkowski. It did look like it on first viewing. Statch's shot deflected up. Oh, I think that might be. I don't think that's going to be. I think that might be overturned, you know. Yeah, I think that's going to be overturned. He's trying to tuck his arm behind him as he's moving towards it. I think that'll get overturned. If they can overturn it. Yeah, I think it will get overturned, you know. Of course, referee's got to make a decision, but then VAR got to check it. So, no matter what a decision, you know, you're still safe in many ways. So here we go, a handball. It definitely hit his arm, but it's right by the side of him. So I don't think they're going to give this. Tough game this one. Yeah, really close, really close. But Everton played themselves into danger there. Oh, Leeds going to get a penalty. They'll be massive if they can score with just a few moments of the game left to go. Yeah, the referee's taking his time over this one. It's a big decision. And it is given. They've given it. My word. Wow. So Leeds have a penalty. And it's the new man, the Metcher, against Pickford. Tough opposition for both parties here. The Metcher on his debut versus the England #1, Jordan Pickford. And Pickford reading his water bottle here to find out which way he's going to go. He's got so many labels on there of penalty takers. Places the ball on the spot. This might be the first penalty of the new season. And it comes at Ellen Road. The Metcher. This place can erupt if this goes in. Against Pickford. Number 14 on his back for the white Leeds United. The Metcher, right footed. 1-0. Leeds are back in the Premier League. And they've gone 1-0 up in the 84th minute here. It should have happened a long time ago. But they finally got their reward for a really good game. Fans are loving it here. This place has erupted. The Metcher, already a fan favourite after slotting that one away. 1-0 Leeds United. That is huge for them. It's always going to be a long season for Leeds. But under Daniel Farke here, they've got the reward. Right in the corner. Pickford guesses the right way. Contradiction of the rules. Yeah, I don't think he should have been given. His arm's by his side and his body's leaning to the ball to try and hit it with something else. He's tucking his arm away from the ball as well. So I don't think that should have been given. Contradiction of the rules, says Tony. Yeah, I think that's really harsh. Apparently it was harsh, but Leeds better team. Yeah, sums it up. But yeah, that's not a pen. As we said here on the street, never a pen. I thought VAR was meant to fix stuff like that, you know. And now Everton rolling the dice again. If anyone's new to the channel, please be sure to consider subscribing. We do quite a lot of watch-alongs, and this one is a very exciting end to it. New signing Thierry Barry on for Charlie Alcaraz for Everton. He's joining Grealish on his debut here. And with 4 minutes to go of the 90 here at Ellen Road, Leeds United lead on their return to the Premier League. It's not over yet. They experienced loads of late goals, loads of late drama in the Championship last season. And Everton will definitely have a bit of fight about them. But this game was crying out for a goal. Finally we got it. Tony says, Leeds are deserve winners, playing Everton off the park, but a harsh pen, take it. Well you can. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was really poor playing out from the back from Everton. They got caught out. Leeds are onto them. And that's how the penalty come about. I'm pretty sure it was anyway, if my memory serves me right. Here are Everton hoping to respond. There's still time for the Toffees in this one. And they've just won a free kick. Taken quickly by Garner. Out to the left hand side to find Grealish. Can he create? Goes down. That's going to be a free kick, and it is. Three minutes to go here, and yeah, the big lads up from the back here for Everton. This one's going into the box. Leeds hold their line midway between the penalty spot and the edge of the box. 5 minutes added on, says Paul. Let us know in the chat how long you think will be added on. I'll go 4 minutes. I don't think it'll be too long. Although the check for the penalty took about a few minutes. So yeah, probably about 5 actually. Here's Dewsbury Hall. In it goes, left footed. Another pull delivery, but it's still in there. Shots flying in. Keeper can't get hold of it. It's still alive for Everton here. Over on the right hand side of Indai. Garner. Garner Gay into the box it goes. Heads go up again. Back post. Over the bar. Over the bar. Kieran's gone 6 minutes added on. Interesting stuff here. 2 minutes to play of the 90. But yeah, Tarkowski was also on his knees by the time he headed that one towards goal. Just got under it. Too much height on it. David Moyes does not look happy on the side of the pitch. Leeds fans are loving this, and I don't blame them, to be fair. Heartbreak the season before last in the playoff final. Last season wasn't smooth sailing at all. They had some tricky fixtures there, but managed to win the league on the final day with 100 points. This season, of course, all the promoted sides back to go down by many of the Buckies and many fans and pundits. But on the opening weekend, as it stands, Leeds and Sunderland would have won. Last 60 seconds of the 90 here. Leeds go forward again with Anton Stach. Finds Harrison. Into midfield for Tanaka. Oh, really unorthodox there. He tries to find a teammate, but dispossessed. And now Everton, blue shirts flooding forward at Ellen Road. Dewsbury Hall being impressive on his Everton debut. Flicks it through to Beto. Dispossessed there in the Metcha on defensive duties. If you can play it to the left for Harrison, he's away, and he has received the ball here. He has received it. Harrison into the box it goes all the way through. It drops for Tanaka again. Finds Harrison again. Looks to provide. Tanaka finds him for support. Into the 90th minute now. Leeds running down the clock. 7 minutes added on here at Ellen Road. Anton Stach shot saved by Pickford. Another shot blocked by Bogle that time. Anton Stach, what a shot that was. Loads of power, but straight down the throat of Pickford. Easy save for the England number one. Seven minutes added on though. It's not over yet here for either side. Still a long way to go, but Leeds have been very impressive on the opening day. If they play like this every week, with just make a few more chances, they'll stay up. Sunderland are really impressive. Burnley, the ones that of course have played a side that finished in the bottom half last season and lost on the opening weekend. All these promoted side played bottom half teams last season on the opening weekend. Here's Tanaka. He's won it back up the pitch and he's played through into the box here for Leeds. Plays in there and it's over the bar. It will not come for Anton Stach this evening. No matter what he tries, it just will not come off for him. 5.5 minutes to go. Is there yet again going to be more late drama at Ellen Road? They're about to bring on Longstaff, I believe. brought in from Newcastle in the summer. Down it goes. Back to Pickford. 5 minutes to play here. Towards Grealish it goes, away by Nonto. Tanaka finds Nemecha. Leeds once again going forward. Everton committed too many players forward. Here's Harrison. Decides to go backwards and look for the corner instead of the goal. Tanaka will drive inside though towards the goal. Big tackle there from Adjuta Garnegate. Time to perfection. Everton win it back. Go long and it's deflected off Tanaka though. Tanaka's gone down here. He's run his socks off this evening. Tanaka, really good player Leeds United have on their hands there. Was really good in the championship last season as well. And Tanaka going off here for Leeds United. He has left everything out on the pitch, and he's been replaced by Sean Longstaff. Sean Longstaff coming on here for Leeds United on his Premier League debut with Leeds United. Everton on the ball at the back here then. Do they have anything left in the tank to give? Dewsbury Hall being probably Everton's best player this evening, but hasn't been able to do it all on his own against a very well organised Leeds United, who on another day could have scored 3 or 4 in this one. Here's Garnegate. Forced backwards to Tarkowski and into midfield for Keane. This would break quite a few Leeds fans' hearts now if Everton were to equalise late on. 3 minutes to the +7 to play. Grealish once again involved now. Dewsbury Hall further down the line, not used. Garner floats one in towards the back post. Away, only as far as Garner-Gay, but he's beaten to it by Anton Stach once again. And that's going out for Everton throw-in front of the managers now. Everton out to the left-hand side once again. It's Grealish. The box is packed full of blue shirts, and it goes. Blocked. Hucked away by Leeds. Anywhere will do for them now. Hanging on. Barry flicked it on. And free kick given away of Leeds United. Player went down there. Everton not too happy about that decision. Joe Roden, the man who went down there. Well, final 2 minutes. It looks like Leeds United are going to get over the line here. At home on the opening day. It's going to be a really tricky place to come. Just like Stadium of Light. This year we might actually get a promoted side survive. Which just is so exciting for the league. Because the last few times it's been really boring. Title race has been boring. Relegation battle's been really poor. But maybe this year the Premier League is back. With a bit more drama than the last few seasons anyway. Perry could be getting a clean sheet here as well. Down it goes, big header there away. Well, at least got to let him win one of the 38 games, says Kieran. Here's Nemecha. Longstaff helps it on its way on the right hand side. Nemecha heading for the corner, he's brought down. Leeds free kick once again. And Leeds are going to hold it in the corner here, and that might be that. With 30 seconds to go, the Leeds free kick just by the byline. It's a promising position for them to be in. Everton just haven't done enough today. Leeds proving really hard to break down. But Everton, you just feel like they never really got going this evening. Aronson is going to play it back to Namecha, who's going to try and hold it in the corner here. We've played the 7 minutes. The free kick is now taken. Namecha wins a throw in to Leeds United. Well, Leeds fans and Daniel Farke asking for the whistle any second. Throw-in played in. Stern that corner for Leeds. Everton have a goal kick now, and the referees allow him time for this to be taken. Pickford's going to hammer this one up the pitch. And that will be it. Leeds are back in the Premier League, and they start off their journey in the top flight once again. This time with 3 points at home to a really, really poor Everton. Leeds United get over the line. They have done it here at home, and it's a job well done and a job well deserved. They really did deserve the 3 points here. I don't think Everton had a shot on target the whole game. Maybe one actually, from that Perry save that he had to make from Carlos Alcaraz. That's the only one I can think of. Apart from that, Everton were awful, but Leeds very, very good. And if they're going to improve from this, of course it's only the opening day, this one, so you'd think they get better with more additions as well. Leeds United, they could be onto something special this season, and maybe survival on the cards. I predict a riot will ring round Ellen Road, and his fans will be buzzing until next week's fixture. Leeds couldn't score from open play, but Namecha, the new signing, very controversial penalty given, but Namecha slotted home. Pickford very close to it, but overall Leeds deserved the win. A massive thank you to everyone that tuned in this evening. Really appreciate it. And I'll hopefully see you all in the next one very soon, guys. Massive thanks to Kieran as well. Great stream as always. Really appreciate that. Cheers, mate. And Paul. Be out on Wednesday. Good night, everyone. No worries, mate. Have a fantastic night on Wednesday, whatever you get up to. And I'll hopefully see you all very soon in the next one. Take care and good night. Leeds win on the opening weekend of the Premier League against Everton 1-0. A well-deserved victory for Daniel Farke's men, who start the season off with 3 points. Thanks for watching.